Yo, what's going on everyone? It's TK and today we're gonna jump into ZAP Root Riders in Legends League and see how to take down every style of base with this strategy. So without any further ado, let's dive in. First base, we have this ring base, and yeah guys, this ring base was in World's warm-up, so it's a very decently placed base in general, but the ZAP value on it wasn't the best. Okay, that's why we have 7 lightnings right now in Legends League, and this army is from Ghost. So I'm gonna link down below the video we saw in Blueprint that Ghost did for this army, so you can go ahead and watch that as well. Shout out to him. But let's dive in and now take out this Ricochet Cannon, Spell Tower, and Multi Inferno. This gives us a very decent funnel on one side of the base, which that side will have less damage input to our heroes or our funnel troops, or just in general our queen, which is going to go to the side. You can see now we're going to dive into the middle of this base with those 2 Valkyries and also the Root Riders, King and Warden with the mini Warden. Simple as that, spam everything in. But you can see I already wall break for the queen, so she can take out those defenses that could pull the Root Riders to the side of the base. So she needs to do that small little funnel. Now on this attack, I had the frozen arrow, but in general, if you have the healer puppet upgraded, take note of that, upgraded, because they need to be 3 healers to do very decent. So if you have it upgraded, go ahead and run it. Now on this attack, again, I also had a different Warden equipment. I had the one that gives extra bonus. Sometimes I keep forgetting the names, but it's the one that it just doesn't give heal or rage, you know. But in general, you're gonna see what happens with my King's Gauntlet at this point, because that's it for the Root Riders. You don't need them, you don't care about them anymore. King and Royal Champion will give you the rest of the base. Simple as that. Get them to the core, make sure you keep their abilities. Don't waste your Royal Champion into like a Ricochet Cannon or a full Tesla farm, because don't forget the Fox actually did get a nerf, and it's an actually decent nerf, because the Fox stays like I would say vulnerable or visible a lot longer now, so the champion could get absolutely demolished. We have the Haste Vial and the Hog Puppet. Because I have them both maxed, I'm using them right now. If you have Royal Gem, you can run it with either of them. But let's move on to a box base. Now on this box space, you're gonna see what happens, because yeah, this is gonna be a different plan. Okay, this plan is gonna be a bit different depending on where you got a zap and the spell tower that is next to the town hall. You sometimes can't really risk it all for the town hall takedown going from opposite side. It's gonna be tough. Now look at this. The value we're getting with this lightning is beautiful. I was gonna lightning the other scatter because we had 7, right? This scatter wasn't maxed, but I was like, the queen is this side, so let me take down that queen. And look at this. Skelly Spell, Queen, and Pekkas will absolutely demolish that right side funnel. So I'm going to go ahead with now the entire army into the town hall. But one thing to make sure is that the king will eventually go to town hall anyway, because of the walls being open. And look at that CC. That is one of the CCs that a lot of people are testing right now, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now I'm going to add the champion with the king on this side, because I can see they can take out the town hall. Unfortunately, my warden went around following the queen, so not the best, but we move. The Root Riders took down the monolith. If they were gonna struggle, I would have invested the freeze so we can actually take down the monolith, because that is the only defense that could have stopped this attack. So king on the town hall, unfortunately the tornado pulled him. I'm doing some barbarians on the side, which, like the super barge attack, you can drop these barbarians on defenses, on the defenses that are on the outside. Try that and it's going to be absolutely effective. So nice there. Now the champion, with her ability, she can clear the rest of the base. We have 2 free spells, which we're not even gonna use, to be honest. Like, we don't need to, but we can for the time, placements or something. Now we're gonna freeze this, and this base actually did have 1 or 2 holes, which I didn't even see when I was attacking it, and it's behind these multi-archer towers, which were interesting, but I just didn't see it. Now freeze for the back end, and you can see 4 heroes alive. This is the important part. This is the part where you crush the base, when none of your heroes actually died. But let's move on to another ring base, because then I want to show you a diamond base. Up next, we got this ring base with the double poison, and look at the value with these like lightnings. You need to quickly decide because this is the time consuming thing about a ZAP strategy. You're investing around 20 seconds to choose the area you want to zap, which then leads to you not actually having a good plan with the Sui or your funnel. So we're gonna go ahead with the P.E.K.K.A and the Queen on the lower side. We're gonna funnel the top side slightly with like one Root Rider and a few Barbarians, you know. That is enough funnel to get our main push into the base, even with the double P.E.K.K.A, but one of them goes in, and I don't know, I can't really see the other one. I don't know what happens to the other P.E.K.K.A, but it is what it is. Queen on the side, I'm taking out the king with a few headhunters and also a few barbarians. We have the poison spell dropping on the clan castle troops, and this is where you really want to be further away from the monolith when you're dealing with the CC troops. That is the best way I can put it for you. Now look at this timing. I dropped the champion because I know by the time she's gonna reach the monolith, my troops will be in range of the monolith, so we can pop the warden ability. So basically the monolith will be tanked for 8 or more seconds for the entire duration of this warden ability, and we don't need to invest those freeze or skellies for the monolith itself. I'm investing it for the ricochet cannon and also the warden tower. You can see already the moment you have this base available right now this way, the king's gauntlet will clear the rest for you. See how easy this strategy is. You just need a good funnel, a good choice of a zap spell, and the rest of the base is just gonna be demolished. Like, this strategy is not even fair. Again, 2 swag freezes, which we not even gonna need, swag champion abilities, which we don't need. But imagine how crushing these bases could have been. Like, it's crazy to think about it. But let's move on to a diamond base and our last attack. Now this is for the people who are a bit lower in Legends League, because as you see this space, it's a lot there. So this space is not really going to get used in high Legends unless some people have baited it for the mass like spam Root Rider Valkyrie from the opposite side, but I don't really think so. It's just a very popular base and I wanted to bring it for you for those who are lower in Legends and don't know how to attack it. So we're going to choose the lightning spell and always look at the scatter shots. Once you see the scatter spell tower, you know, expo, these are the ones that you want to get. I don't believe we could have got the Inferno, so I didn't risk my lightnings for it. Don't get greedy, guys. That is enough value already with the scatter and expo and that spell tower. Wall breaker for the P.E.K.K.A to go in. This is actually a non-maxed siege barracks, I believe, or sorry, non-maxed P.E.K.K.As on this account that I had. So, you know, the P.E.K.K.As are not max level. I have a skelly spell. I'm going to use a freeze spell, so the queen is actually having that time of her time, you know, just going in, getting that multi-archer tower, and then later on, hopefully, the ricochet cannon and the multi-inferno. This is a huge, this is like a big Sui for our queen. And if you have healers, it's a very good thing to keep her alive for longer. You can see already healers would have come out and be helpful. Rage on the top side, we had a few headhunters going in for these heroes. I popped the warden, trying to catch everything, checking for the Teslas, champion getting added from the top side. And look at these Root Riders, man. This is where, again, you need to open these walls for your king. Like, the Root Riders are not even important. They're basically tanking for your king's gauntlet for the back end. So this gauntlet will demolish anything in the way for the back end. On every attack, you saw this way, right? Of course, not the box space, because we use the king to get the town hall, basically. But in general, this is how the strategy works, and really interesting one, because yeah, the Root Riders did get a nerf. I don't know how this strategy is crushing bases left and right now, especially with my equipment on this account not even being maxed, like nowhere near maxed equipment on this account. I had a level 15 gauntlet and a level 13 rage. It's crazy, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care, peace.